Good morning, everybody. We're going to be working on page 118, and we're going to be focusing on finding whole quotients and finding those remainders using standard algorithm. And what's really cool about today is that we're solely using the standard algorithm and checking our work using multiplication. So let's get into our first set of problems. Zoom in on this 4 here, and here we're going to have to use our multiples to really help us with our division. So we are going to work with our first problem here. We're going to do 89 divided by 6, and I'm going to list my multiples of 6 to kind of help us out. I'll stop right there. Now, we need to ask ourselves, how many dots does it take for us to make a group? And that is 6. It takes 6 dots to make a group. So when I'm asking, hey, how many dots will it take for us to get one group of 6 when we have 8, 10, when we have 8? Well, here, where it's going to be 1, because 12 definitely goes over. So it's one group, so 1. And we're subtracting 6. And we will get 2. Now you got to ask yourself again, how many dots will it take to, it makes 6 dots to make a group. We have 2 dots. That is not even enough to make one group of 6. So that's when we'll bring down the 9. The 9 ones. And now we definitely have enough dots here. We definitely have enough dots to make groups of 6. We have 29 dots. So let's look at our our skip counting of 6, our multiples of 6 to help us reach 29, or as close as we can. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30 goes over. So 24 is what we're working with. And that is 1, 2, 3, that's 4 groups. So 4 groups, and I'm going to subtract 24. And that equals 5. And that is going to be our remainder. But let's check our work here. Let's check. So 14 times 6 plus the 5 should equal 89. So let's do 14 times 6. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 2 is 8, plus 5 is, bring down the 8, right, is 89. Perfect. Yeah, we got the green light. We're good to go here. Nice. Alright, so remember, if I'm going to quickly stop the video, go back and check your answers to see how I might have worked with the division or used the division to move forward. So let's get into our next problem. 96 divided by 6. Now remember, 6 is our divisor. That is how many dots we need to make one group. We need 6 dots to make one group. But let's make a list of our multiples just in case we need them. So I'm going to do 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, and 60. Boom, there we go. All right, so I went up all the way to I went all the way to 6 times 10. So let's do it. So I have 9 here, right? And I need to see how many. I have 9 dots. How many groups of 6 can we make? Well, we can only make 1, right? 1. So it's 1, 1, and this is where I'm going to subtract 6. And we'll get 3. Now subtract 6 is 3. Now, I need to make 6 dots to make a group. I have 3 dots, so I don't have enough. But this is where we will bring down the 6. And now we have 36 dots. We definitely can make groups of 6. We can make groups of 6. So how many groups of 6? Well, let's check. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Perfect. It comes out even. So how many dots is that? Well, how many groups? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Awesome. So 6 groups. I'm going to subtract 36 dots. And I'll get 0. Cool. So remember, I'm going to check my work here. 16 times 6 should equal 96. So let's go over our work. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So 16 times 6 should equal 96. Let's do it. 6 times 6 is 36. Bundle the 3 groups of 10. 6 times 1 is 6, plus the 3 bundles, 3 tens. It's going to be 9 tens. And yeah, we got the green light. Perfect. Awesome. We are working on these one by one. Awesome job. All right, everybody. So let's keep on working on our division. So let's go into our next section. It is going to be 60 divided by 3. And so I can list my multiples of 3 pretty quickly. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. And I went all the way to 3 times 10. And how many groups? We need 3 dots to make one group. How many groups can we get if we have 6 dots? So I got 3, 6. Oh, perfect. 2 groups. So that means I got 2, and I'm subtracting 6 from this. And that makes 0. And what happens when we have 2 zeros, we have to bring it up top. When we have 2 zeros here, we have to have that placeholder where we are adding a 0 to make it 20. Because if I were to do 2 times 3, right, my multiplication, if I were to check my work, it wouldn't be 60. However, if I add a 0 to that, it will be 3 times 0 is 0, and 3 times 2 is 60. So it'd be 60. So we need to use this placeholder in order for us to get the right answer here. 20 times 3 equals 60. Okay, awesome. So let's do this next one, and this will be the last one. I want you to try to solve 11 and 12 on your own. So 60 divided by 4. And let's list my multiples of 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, and 40. And we can start working with, we need 4 dots to make one group. And I have 6 dots. So how many groups can we make? Well, we are going to make one group because it's 4, right? It's going to be 4 for our groups. So we have 1, right? And 1 times 4 is 4. We can subtract it. And that's going to be 2. And we're going to bring down this 0. Now, how many groups of 4 can be to get 20? So let's look. 4 8s, 12, 16, 20. Perfect. So that actually is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 groups. So we'll subtract 20 and we'll get 0. So let's check our answer though to make sure we're absolutely sure. So 15 times 4 should equal 60. All right. So 4 times 5 is 20, so bundle. And 4 times 1 is 4 plus 2 is 6. So boom. There we go. We got 60, so we do have the green light. All right. So I'd like for you to try the rest on your own, 11 and 12, and use your multiples to help you find the groups and subtract when you need to. Have a great day.